Well, that story that's just played brings us to our point of engagement tonight. Tonight, we'd like to ask you to share your views on NRM's decision to lay off hundreds of Secretariat staff. It also brings us to a Newsnight interview for tonight, and we are joined by the Secretary General of the NRM, Justin Kasule Lumumba. Welcome to Newsnight.
Thank you, Josephine.
It's good to have you on the show, but we'd like to know, why now? It's clearly been in place that the way structures have been with the NRM, it's been like that for a long time. Why are you laying off over 300 people now?
We are laying off people now. But no, it's not actually laying off, it's restructuring. We are doing it now because we want to get staff that will help us, that we will work with to manage the political challenges now. Previously, the party was not involved in the monitoring of the implementation of the manifesto. We have realized as a party, we have to get involved, especially in supervision and monitoring of the implementation of the manifesto. So we must get professionals who will help us even understand this budget better. If government is making a budget, we don't wait for it at the end. We should be the people to generate the ideas around which funding should be. So funds should be allocated. We need qualified people, which we don't, and that human resources we talk now, we don't have them at the Secretariat. Then secondly, we have 419 staff members, but out of the 419, those who get facilitation from government, we have SEC. They get some little fuel at the end of the month. Those are not in this category. They are 14. But we have 9 members who are principals who have running contracts. That's the Secretary General and Deputy, National Treasurer and Deputy, the directors, and the 3 commissioners in the Electoral Commission of NRM. But as we talk, the 419 all have to be paid a monthly salary. So we have been paying people allowances, but we've come to the level that we have now accumulated to a tune of 9 months. We cannot keep miserable people around us.
Which then brings us to the question,
so we are saying,
run broke?
No, it's not a party. No, it's not about running broke, but we also have to readjust and make sure we have even some savings to make for the next elections, for more activities and more challenges that we are taking up. So as we talk now, but we also have staff. When we took office in January 2015, we had staff we found there. Their contracts had expired, but they remained working for the party. The moment you continue working, even if you don't have a written contract, after 4 months, it becomes a permanent employment. So now for these people, we have them. We cannot just chase them away and go. They have rights. So accordingly, we also have to follow the law. So today we started the process of restructuring by giving them notice to terminate their employment. Okay. So the notification started today, and we are supposed to notify them at least 2 months before we terminate.
Honorable, we've also had reports of some officers up country closing. Does this have anything to do with this?
We have paid our district offices up to December 2017. Last year. So we are yet to pay January and Feb. Those are things we want to avoid, because we always pay 6 months. We want to avoid and be prompt so that our landlords don't do that to us. But equally, we want our staff to be paid on time, because we have accumulated arrears for 9 months. For how long will this go on? It has to come to an end, because we want our conditions of work for our staff to improve, but to facilitate them better, and to also keep them happy as they serve the party.
You mentioned earlier that you're trying to weed out the unqualified staff, and we're wondering, how did you get unqualified staff in these positions in the first place?
When we came in 2015, we found staff. The human resource we found, we didn't change them. We left them as they were. At the Secretariat, you find somebody with masters or somebody with a degree is an office assistant and is paid at that level. Then you find somebody who has a certificate is paid more. But that's what we found. But we had to first attend to the challenges we had then, making the register, election of the structures of the party, primaries, national conference, campaigns, then after campaigns, constituting government, making sure everything is done well, and giving backup support to the national chairman for things to go on. By elections, it is now that we can embark on human resource restructuring.
You have a series of events coming up. You mentioned by-elections, the LC elections, and we're wondering, letting go of about 300 people, how are you going to manage to mobilize with that shortage in number of staff?
When it comes to mobilization, we people at the Secretariat work with the local leaders. We don't work in isolation. We work with the leaders. NRM is a party that have leaders from every village up to the national level. So if you just calculate the villages in this country, the 66,000 villages, on every village we have 30 leaders. So that's about 1.8 million leaders. Those do the mobilization. We actually just give them guidelines and guidance. And where need be, we go in just to give support. So we already have the leaders in the structures to do the work. Our work is to give them technical backup. Right. So that's why I'm telling you, we're also restructuring to take on those challenges. We are going first one elections. That is the biggest elections. If you add up all the posts that where we had elections during this recent general election, you find that they don't exceed 30,000. Plus the local councils, but this is 66, and even more villages are coming up. So that is a major election. Then you know we have the referendum. It's also coming. Yes. But at the same time, there are bigger challenges that we have also to take on at this time, because we need specialists even in IT. We need now also to improve on issues to do with how we relate with you media.
Thank you very much, Honorable, for taking the time to speak with us. Unfortunately, our time is fast spent. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
DFCU Bank vows to hold on to 48 properties previously owned by the